Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my guide covering advanced takeoffs, low altitude takeoffs, whatever you want to call them. It's a very simple, it's very quick and to the point. All you need to practice this is a helicopter, just spawn one in the editor. That's what I did. So first things first is taking off. Well, it's first thing first, and also the whole point of this guide, so this is a little confusing there, but anyways. So most people start their engine and they hold shift the entire time. You don't want to do that with low altitude takeoffs. You want to start your engine, wait for it to fully start, and then from there tap shift a few times, holding it for about a second at a time. And once you're lifting up, you can tap Z once just to level out and keep from going up any higher. At this altitude, that's all you're going to be doing. It's just tapping your keys, because you don't need to make any major adjustments in your altitude or anything. So while on the ground, you can use E and Q to rotate the helicopter. You can use S and W to lean forwards and backwards, and those are going to be extremely important in this, because most of the times whenever you're making a low altitude takeoff like this, it's to avoid something. So being able to rotate and slightly change how fast you take off and things like that make the difference between you dying and you living. Another thing to note is watch out for your obstacles. You got signs and trees and all these different things. Low altitude takeoffs, you have to watch out for those types of surroundings. But other than that, it's basically it. I mean, it's a very simple process. You just practice in the editor. And it can't even really truly be explained in a guide. It's just a few buttons that you use to adjust your landings, I guess you could say. A very simple process. You can use auto hover for this if you'd like, but I personally prefer just flying normally. There's much more control in it, and if I'm making a low altitude takeoff, it's because I need to have that control to get out of a sticky situation. So auto hover is great for practicing, but once you know how to do it, I do not recommend using it. And that's basically it. It's very simple, guys. Like I said, W and S, lean forwards and backwards. E and Q is your steering. Tap your keys, don't hold them, because you want to make very small adjustments in your altitude. In the next guide, and then I will be covering a low altitude flying, which can be mixed in with low altitude takeoffs and works great for combat situations and just having fun flying. I love to fly low altitude. When I get bored, I'll just spawn a helicopter and do that. Guide after that, I will be covering advanced landings, which again mix in very well with the low altitude takeoffs and low altitude flying. You know, to land quickly is just wonderful. So that's basically it to this guide. I hope it helps you guys out, and I will see you in the next one.